Chris Anderson, the former president of the San Diego Association of Realtors, filling in for Corey Shepard. Welcome to The Scoop. I'd like to thank my guest, Chairman Marshall Merrifield from the Port of San Diego, for joining me at today's Scoop. Chairman Merrifield, who has been serving as the chairman since 2013, is best known for serving for Mayor San Diego Jerry Sanders on his advisory council. Since arriving at the port, Chairman Merrifield has played a large part in the redevelopment of San Diego's waterfront project and a number of redevelopment projects around the city. Many of our viewers know San Diego has been planning and working on the port development project for a number of years, and many people are excited to know about what is the new developments and how they will look, and how the new businesses and services will be available for the public use. Chairman Merrifield, we have invited you today on our show to give our audience members an insider's update on the port redevelopment project.
Wow, a lot going on at the Port of San Diego this year. We decided early on, with interest rates being low and with real estate rising, that this would be a time to make hay while the sun shines. And so we have 18 different projects going on around the Big Bay.
Wow, that's a lot. So what are the driving forces and factors for this redevelopment of all those projects, the 18?
There's a 3-year integrated plan that we had been working on, Port Master Plan Upweight, for the 34 miles of land that the port manages. And with that in hand, we've said, let's really lean in on the development part of this at this time. We cast out our net, and a lot of folks responded, and so we're just thrilled with the level of activity that's going on.
That's wonderful. So I've lived in San Diego for a number of years, and one of the signature places to go on the weekends is Seaport Village. And this summer we heard that the field of bidders to redevelop the Seaport Village area has been narrowed. So can you give us an update on Seaport Village and what you believe and when you believe the construction will start and possibly end?
Absolutely, yes. We love Seaport Village too. It's been a wonderful place for San Diegans and for visitors. We decided, with the lease coming due in the next couple of years, after 40 years, that area, what we call the Central Embarcadero, plus a little more acreage, a total of 40 acres from the Hyatt all the way to the Midway, not including the Fish Market restaurant or the old police headquarters. Those are long-term leases we already have. But that 40 acres, we would reimagine. We wanted to make sure this is going to be great for San Diegans, because we figure if it's great for San Diegans, the visitors will love it too. Yes. We are well underway. We have exclusive discussions happening right now with GAFCON. Out of 6 developers, we've narrowed it to that discussion. We don't have a project yet. We're not in negotiations. There's a lot to do. They proposed a $1.2 billion project with a spire, hotels, shops, open space, beautiful parks, some beaches even, an aquarium, all kinds of exciting things to do. Many of the same Seaport Village tenants, the little store owners, will be involved. Also, the commercial fishermen will be involved, because Tuna Harbor is also being reimagined. So a lot going on, and we're real excited to get going.
Wow, that is wonderful. Well, San Diego is often known as the small city, the small town in a big city. And so how do you feel this will change that feel? Or do you think it will, or do you think it will enhance that feeling?
It'll absolutely enhance it. And we love the city of villages that San Diego is. There's so many wonderful communities. And downtown already has a few great communities. The Gas Lamp, of course, and the Seaport Village area. Of course, there's some residents that live nearby. The downtown planning group got involved, and they really got excited about the proposals. We did have the 6 finalists in an open house for 2 days at the convention center, and we had 1,200 people come through and give commentary, and a lot of folks got real excited about what we're doing. So, as you know, we can't have residential units on the port tidelands. It's commercial, industrial, but we are excited to be working with the downtowners as well.
That is neat. So you incorporated everybody in the city.
Absolutely.
And that's great. Sounds like it's going to be a wonderful project for everybody.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun, and construction will probably begin in 2019 or 2020. Okay. There's a lot to do between now and then, and with a $1.2 billion project, there's a lot going on.
Well, I love going downtown San Diego and having that wonderful feel of the small town in the big city. And one of my favorite things to do with my family every year for many years has been going to the symphony, the Pops,
right.
Summer Pops. And lately I have been going over to a lot of the fine dining that's over on Harbor Island and of course always the Coronado Bridge and things like that that are so fun to see while you're down there. So can you tell me if you're doing anything on that?
Of course, we have activity on all fronts downtown. The Symphony and the Port are in discussions now to have a 40-year lease to create a more permanent venue with a shell and seating, restrooms, and make that the home of the San Diego Symphony Pops. It's been a temporary arrangement every year. It'll be a wonderful thing, but the park will still be accessible when the symphony is not there, which will be terrific. Yes. We've also launched the project to light the San Diego Coronado Bay Bridge artistically. That's 2 miles of LED lights with a sustainable energy source. And we have an artist that we're in discussions with to have artistic renderings. But the hope is that it wouldn't just be a wonderful time, to a beautiful, iconic structure at night, but also a way to express our hopes and dreams so that when the Padres do win the World Series in 2049, we can have the Padre colors on the bridge. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
Now, over at Harbor Island, we've had rental car facilities there for a long, long time. As you know, the airport now has a rental car facility on their campus, freeing up those parking lots by the bay to reimagine. So what we have done is we've gone out to bid. We've got Oliver McMillan has proposed a 45-acre canal system, almost like a river walk, with restaurants and stores. You can paddleboard, kayak, dock and dine, and enjoy a San Diego afternoon. So great again for people who live here, but we think the visitors are going to love it. The little pedestrian bridge will come from the airport right to that area.
Wow.
So we're excited about that place as well.
Yes, that sounds wonderful.
The Shelter Island boat launch is the busiest boat launch in California. 50,000 boats a year get launched into the bay by boaters and recreational folks, all sports fishing. We got a $10 million grant from the Department of Waterways, Boating and Waterways, to expand that by 80% and refurbish it. So it'll be even bigger and better for bigger ships that want to launch there. And that project will begin this next year as well.
We have a lot of members that are down in South Bay. We were wondering, do you have anything proposed down there?
Oh, South Bay. We love the South Bay. A lot happening. The biggest project, of course, is the Chula Vista Master Bayfront. We have 550 acres of land that used to be mostly industrial. Remember the Dynegy power plant was there?
Right.
We took that down. We've remediated the soil, the whole area over 20 years. Almost pad ready at this point, and we're in exclusive discussions with RIDA, R-I-D-A, a national developer of public-private partnerships, build a 1,000-room hotel, a little small convention center, and then a bunch of retail and restaurants up and down that area. Also some commercial. We did a neat little land swap with Pacifica so that they actually can put condominiums not too far on the Port Tidelands. That's a rarity. Wow. That's a first for us. And that all will start, we hope, in the next year.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be wonderful. We think it's going to be a visitor destination for the South Bay. And of course, the City of Chula Vista and the Port together are working on this. They've contributed their TOT, their sales tax. We've contributed our land rent to it. We've formed this together. It's all on Port land, and we're managing the project, but they're our partners, and it's been a great collaboration.
What a neat way to get everybody involved and get them all together.
So in National City, we also have something going on where we call it the Balanced Plan. We're actually going to create more throughput for the cargo terminal, but we've identified 2 more acres of park space for Pepper Park and also some commercial land for developing hotels and restaurants on the channel there that they have going out to the bay. And everyone's excited about that as well.
Thank you, Chairman Merrifield, for sharing with us today about how our city is growing and changing for the future. I would also like to thank our viewers, and thank you again. Until next time, this has been The Scoop.